Good morning, America, and good morning, whomever, wherever you are on this big planet. This is Dr. Cherry from the Arid Zone with another interesting video. Well, my good friend, if you watched the deplorable debate between Trump and Biden last night on CNN, my cosmic wisdom has proven one more time that is very much trustworthy. I wrote in my newsletter yesterday, and I mentioned in my video yesterday that the debate of 9/29/20 will take place during Joe Biden's positive cosmic biorhythm, which could prove to be quite interesting, and God knows it has been, and progressive for him. And I was right again. So, knowing that I had myself experienced full speed the reality on one of my negative 2020 cosmic biorhythm, and I'm off the driving scenery, it shows that I am right. But there is something much more interesting that you do not know. On October 23rd, 2019, that'd be close to a year now, in an article that is titled, "Will President Trump Finish His Term? Astonishing Predictions Ahead," I wrote, "The fact is, Trump's stance could be interpreted as the bull in the china shop by those close to him who knows him very well. And I am sure his own wife, she's a Taurus, rational, practical, classy, secretive, Melania, must have told him, since forever you are your worst enemy and you talk too much." Other smarter politicians are fully aware of this fact and simply wait until Trump hangs himself on its own. And it's just happened. A year ago, I wrote exactly what took place last night. Well, as I tell you again, my friend, as I mentioned so many times in all my previous newsletters and video, unless another Russian interference with our election, like they did in 2020, Trump has absolutely no chance of being reelected this year. And maybe this is why my good friend George Nori, which is in the position reaching millions of people on national radio all over the world, even though that is a good friend, he cannot handle the truth and purposely has avoided me talking about Trump and COVID-19 on his show. But hey, conflict of interest, my prediction for my good friend also took place. That is, if you watch the particular video that was generated for that very specific purpose a few weeks ago. Of course, when you look at the quatrain that I wrote about Hitler, that exposed the vaccine truth, that have been exposing since 2013, preparing you for this dramatic, nasty time in the US history, everything that involves the reality that we're all facing today with racism, it was fully divulged in a very obvious quatrain that was posted in 2013 again, and a hell of a lot of people hate me for that. You shouldn't hate me for warning you, especially when I am right. What else do we have? There is no getting back to normal. Experts are saying the sooner we accept that, the better it seems we will all be. But my God, have mercy. This is insane. But as a rule, you know, like the majority of UFO experts, those infected prominent faces are often the least knowledgeable of a topic they can only delegate with their 5 limited human sense. And they can only regurgitate, like UFOs speakers do, regurgitate the solid experience of people like me. This doesn't mean, of course, their work is not good. They're doing what they do, and they're doing it good. They're doing it the best way they can. As much as I'm offering my own cosmic wisdom and my own UFOs experience, which are so damn incredible that a great majority of people cannot handle it. They cannot handle the truth. They cannot digest or even accept the truth. My friend, the negative process that was initiated by our president thought of building a big, huge wall to put America in a box has finally arrived with the creation of coronavirus. Remember, the future is nothing else than the reincarnation of the thoughts. And I have to repeat myself so you get it. You have been made in the image of God. You like it or not, you know it or not, you are all God and goddesses in this dense physical world, learning to create your reality. The most powerful man on the planet, running the most powerful country in the world, has access to millions of people who, like him, vibrate in a very low energy, which is racism. And there is no denying our president is racist. If you watch that program last night on television, or if you hear his own family member calling him a racist, do I blame him for that? No. It's his stars. He's a Gemini. You have elected a Gemini. Mercury, the lord of the thieves in Greek mythology, that would tell you something and turn around and tell you something else right in your face, till you become acquainted to it, till you become used to it, till it becomes normal to see this fiasco on national TV, which is hurting the integrity of the United States, because the representative of the United States is not qualified, doesn't have the right stars, because those who put him in power don't have cosmic awareness, cosmic education. You know what? He wanted to build a big wall. Oh, the wall is being built. But as I said many times in my previous videos, there is no need of a wall anymore. America is in a box. He reached his wishes to put us in a box, to literally kill our relationship with the rest of the world, to be the laughing stock of the rest of the world, the most powerful, dignified, set by God to rule the world country we call the United States is being literally destroyed because of one president's negative stars. Again, it's such a passion fueling the heart of those who are supporting our president. And that's okay. You have to support your president. And as I said a million times before, don't kill the messengers. My work is all about the spirit, the stars, translating the divine. And when I give you an opportunity and this platform to bring you that awareness, do not kill the messenger. I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am an astrologer, and I'm trying my best shot to help you enter the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness and see the world through your third eye. That is, if it's open. And it is shut in many of the people watching my videos. As far as this virus is concerned, my friend, man, who has not heard of the Spanish flu? Who has, in 1918, who has killed hundreds of thousands of people? Okay. I know because with my software, I'm able to bring the past alive and look at the alignment of the planet of the Spanish flu in 1918. And do you think it's an accident for the same exact cosmic winds or planet alignment to be the same in 2019-20? It is not. Now, for those educated idiots out there, to tell you that, you know what, we better accept that COVID-19 is going to be with us forever, and we're going to have to wear a mask forever, and we're all going to die, or God knows what, shows not only extreme stupidity, but also total cosmic ignorance, my friend. It will pass. Remember, life is a constant process of infinite changes. The news repeat themselves. The viruses repeat themselves. And the virus of 1918, excuse me, was much worse than what we are, experiencing today. It is not over. No. The order has been passed. A higher order has been passed by God himself to teach Americans a lesson. Might be the lesson that being negative and feeding the reptilians will lead us to suffer more drama, more death, more insecurity, more chaos, more viruses. What is the purpose of all that, my friend? Just remember a few months ago, okay? When you had the opportunity to hug, to kiss, to high five your friend, what were you doing? Walking around with your nose looking down at your cell phone. There is a karmic purpose to what we are experiencing now. There is a karmic purpose for the reptilians to put President Trump in power and to lead us in the huge chaos, splitting Gemini dual energy that we are all being cursed with nowadays. And what I can do is constantly repeat myself that in the process, some of you will be able to raise your psychical vibration and realize that there is something true about my work and not my ego, because I'm much more concerned with you and the truth than boosting my ego like Mr. Trump does every given chances. I can only repeat myself, my friends. You elect a president, you will have to suffer his stars. The president is the father of a big, huge family, we the people. And I took the same example a dozen times before. If a father of a family is a Mormon, witness of Jehovah, a Scientologist, or God knows what, a Christian, the rest of the family, okay? The rest of the family will follow the wishes and the stars of the bread maker or the president or the father of this family. What is so difficult to grasp here? I don't know. You would have to pay me to be that stupid and not getting what I'm saying. If your parents are smart and educated, chances are you will be smart and educated. If your parents are religious or atheist or have a very specific political beliefs, chances are the rest of the family will follow. And if they don't, then you're going to have the war starting right there in the base of operations. You know, President Trump, not just the virus, but President Trump is also responsible for a hell of a lot of fights, for a hell of a lot of disputes, for a hell of a lot of divorce, for a lot of chaos right into the heart of Americans. And that's okay if your partner doesn't have the same religious, political belief than you. But the stars are moving. And when comes my SOS to the world, nasty Plutonic deadly window, goodbye your logic. Emotions gonna run, and emotions are in control, kills and destroy everything. Remember the rules in the eternal battle between logic and emotions. Emotions will always win and you will always lose. Emotion is not just love. Emotion is hate, fear, insecurity. Emotions are endless. And combined with those nasty cosmic wind used and abused by the reptilians, you are going to be part of the statistics. Divorce, suicide, depression, confusion. Gemini's 2, my friend. 2, 4, 6. Repeat myself. Look at your president behavior. He has and it will again repeat himself 3, 4, 5 times in one sentence. That is a Gemini thing. He was born with the tail of the dragon, which is very negative into the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius was the law. He's not lucky, it was law. Sagittarius was schools and university. He's not lucky with school and university, and he brings that to you and to your kids who can't go to school or colleges. He is unlucky with religion. He is unlucky with law and order. Remember, Gemini, on the negative side of astropsychology or divine astrology, is called in Greek mythology the Lord of the Thieves. Click on Gemini from my website. Educate yourself. See what you have put in power. So once President Trump gets out of power, we won't have to suffer his tail drastically. And while the year of the dragon is still negative in Sagittarius, conjuncting our president on the dragon's tail in Sagittarius, when that fades away, like a bad storm, it'll go. So do not believe those educated idiots that have PhDs and doctorates who are giving a stage, on a national stage for that matter, and access to magazine, to access to the media, who tells you politicians who pretend that normal is just around the corner are fooling themselves or their followers, or perhaps both. Say Thomas Davenport, the president, distinguished professor of information technology and management at Babson College in Wellesley, Massachusetts. That is what I call an educated idiot who can only perceive his reality, like you, like me, through our 5 human, rational, limited sense. With the only difference that in my case, I bypass my limited sense because I'm fully cosmic conscious. That's the only difference. And those morons are in power, scaring the hell out of you, fulfilling the reptilian agenda to give you more fear, more chaos, more insecurity, more disturbance, more war, more death, because that's the only way those nasty negative entities will survive in dark matter. I do not know what words in the English language I have to come up with to make you aware of the reality of those entities. Luckily for us, remember the rules: positive, negative, up and down, black and white, the front, the back, got the ball, the yin and yang, male, female. Okay, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 sides of the brain, the reptiles, the draconis. We have the draconis. We have those benevolent gardeners, protectors of the planet Earth with us. That's what you cannot forget. That's where you start to dig in and promote, share my work, my friends. We cannot let those who have access to the media, we cannot let the expert, educated idiot maintain that fear that COVID-19 and your mask is there to stay. No. Remember, the future has and will always be my utmost precise witness. I have shown you times and times and times over. That is, if you are not lazy and read my newsletter, watch my video, make notes of what I said about my predictions of earthquakes, or what I just mentioned about the president hanging his own himself. A year ago, I said he will hang his own self because that's what Gemini do. They give too much information that is usually given to them and override their logic. President Trump got emotional last night, and Biden had a positive cosmic biorhythm on his side. And I can do it again with the next debate. I can tell you, okay, the wind is going to push that ship that way. That ship's going to sink. Exactly like I did today with President Trump on that horrific debate last night. You've seen a man upset, emotional, and practical. You've seen a Gemini in full action. The only problem I have with President Trump that worries me is that his base is so much like him. The truth don't matter anymore. And they carry AK-47. And as I said yesterday in my other video, Trump hates every one of us who do not support him. He hates to the core of his soul. He wants us to die because that is what his stars are all about. So if he can use his base to kill his enemies and remain in power, that's what he will do, because that's what a dictator does. And you think I'm exaggerating? You wait until the dragon moves in Scorpio, the sign that rules the police force, the criminal element, life and death. So you're going to get your wake-up call. And when you're going to replay my video, I will make sure that this video will be back on your face when things start to happen, as I saw them. Then you will realize Dr. Tree had something real all along. But we don't have to go there. We don't have to experience this drama and feed the reptilians. We got to start to think positively. Remember, my friend, everything that you see, everything that you touch, everything that you deal every single day, once upon a time did not exist. That includes your very soul. That includes the computer you use, the car you use, the cell phone you use, the city you live in did not exist. Remember, we have been given such a great opportunity to create our future and mingle into the age of Aquarius, unification, humanitarianism, cosmic awareness, delegating with our space brother, incredible technology. That's what I'm talking about. That's where we need to go. So the virus sooner or later will go. Remember what Nikola Tesla said. He said, my brain is only a receiver in the universe. There is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secret of this core, but I know that it exists. If you think Tesla was a genius and a smart guy, man, you should get it. You should get it. You should get that the cosmic code is real. The cosmic code is not something you must ignore and laugh or ridicule, because the core is real, and I got it. And I'm only trying to share it with you. You know what? I read on the news today that Elon Musk has warned that humanity must move to Mars to avoid extinction. My God, this man is so infected. And remember, the reptilians will choose those suckers in power to bring more misinformation, more chaos, to waste more money and all our resources. Yes, oh yeah, one day the sun's going to burn planet Earth. That's what scientists say. Okay? And then we have to go on Mars now. Jesus, do you think the Draconians will allow that? They created this solar system, and those type of idiots who was born with too much money and too much time in their hand needs to entertain you and get more investors. You never, ever in a trillion years go to Mars physically. None of your children and grandchildren, God knows what, will ever set foot on Mars. Your scientists are there, most of all, to destroy planet Earth because they're all infected by the reptilians who lead them to create nukes, to create viruses, to create a stupid mission on Mars promoted by reptilians infected Elon Musk. He is so unconscious. He's such a robot. He's such a slave of the reptilians, much like our president. And the worst is, a lot of people have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about, completely oblivious, and they're incapable of accepting this reality. Well, I guess this is where we are, my friends. October 7th, we're going to be coming to another SOS to the World deadly window. So be prepared. Remember last time I said be ready for terrorist attack, and we had this crazy guy in Paris stabbed to death some people. We have police being killed. We have police officers killing law-abiding people. We have secret accounts to light. We have Russian trying to interfere with our election. The CIA, the FBI, sex, crazy people, killing people. Another dance of evil promoted by the reptilians is coming as of October 7. Join the Cosmic Code. Show your support. Become a Patreon. You could say, yes, I like you, Dr. Turing, but show your support. Join the thousands of people in the Cosmic Code. Be part of that movement involving awareness and in our teaching of God cosmic design that cannot be refused, cannot be ignored anymore, because that's the real reason. That's the result that we are now suffering, infringing the rules imposed by God cosmic design. The scientists have no clue. Religious people have no clue. I am not saying I'm the only one who has a clue, because that would be boosting my ego, but I have a good chunk of the clue. And all I'm trying to do is to offer it to you. So as we come close to October 7, I will start to put the result of all my vision, as I warn you again and again and again. And joining the Cosmic Code is such an opportunity for you to be ahead of time and to be prepared. Well, my friends, I can't wait for my new movie on astrology, divine astrology, to be edited and be available on Amazon Prime. My UFO movie is still doing great, much more than we all expected. The Draconians are on my side and your side. You know, I need you. I need your thought. I need you to be positive. I don't want you to be a slave of those reptilians. I want you to be aware that there is a lot of people walking the street, gang leaders, criminal, rapists, they are completely and entirely infected. They can easily snap your life away. We have an opportunity to eliminate darkness, ignorance, evil from this planet. And that's the ultimate goal of the Draconians and the New Age of Aquarius, which I'm obviously a leader. So I want you to join the Cosmic Code. I want you to sign my petition. I want you to read about your president and realize he is like you and I, a human being, cursed or blessed by his own stars. And as I am here talking to you, I'm catching up with all the work that I have to do because I'm not driving anymore. I did suffer my own predictions. But I want to take this opportunity also to thank all the fantastic people that have trusted me, facing me on Zoom, on Skype. And you should see the reaction. You should see the faces. You should see the hopes. You should see the blessing that I leave these people with. But unless you do it for your own, it's just my words. And I'd like to finish this meeting today by telling you one more time, it will pass. COVID-19 like the Spanish flu, will pass. Don't pay attention to your scientists, not to all of them. Those who are reptilians infected should not be in a position of reaching you and manipulating the information and feeding the reptilians, ultimately. People like David Icke telling you the Holocaust didn't take place. Sandy Hook was staged. There's so many talking heads, so many infected people that can only survive like the reptilians by steering your fears, indoctrinating you, making you believe you're going to be ending up in a concentration camp, or God knows what nonsense these people truly believe. And if you follow them, it's just because you vibrate at their cosmic speed and you have a hell of a lot of work to do before you can raise your psychical vibration to mine. All those who are following me and understanding our work. That's where we are, my friend. Don't give in to the reptilians. In time, I promise you, it will pass. And when comes my 2021 Solar Dragon forecast, which is now being edited, paginated by good editor, Tom, you'll read the rest of the story. But you should have faith, because ultimately this is a higher order that was imposed by God himself. As humans have their own karmic load to repay to the universe, especially those who have infringed the cosmic laws. All right, my good friends, make it a beautiful day. We talk to you again soon. Oh, Dr. Cherry, you're going to say, the card of the day. There you go. Let's look at the energy. The energy about this meeting last night with President Trump and Biden. What do we have? The Wheel of Fortune. You see, there is a timing in life. If you respect the timing, you're going to succeed. If you don't know or don't respect the timing, you're going to fall. So this is Biden, yes, and this is Trump. The Wheel of Fortune, this is the wheel of changes. Remember, life is a constant process of eternal change. And at a personal level, this means there is some change ahead of you. You should pay attention to. All right, we talk to you again, my good friend. God bless all of you. Bye-bye.